What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we review the film Whatever It Takes from Vinegar Syndrome from the VSA line. Stay tuned. Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Back with another review for you guys from Vinegar Syndrome. Trying to continue on with some of the August releases. And today we're doing Whatever It Takes, VSA number 16 from 1998. Stars Fred the Hammer Williamson, Don the Dragon Wilson, and Andrew Dice Clay. Got to make sure we have 3 names on all the actors there. Another interesting fact is that this film also stars Michael Bailey Smith, which for you horror fans, you guys will know as Super Freddy from Nightmare 5, and also played a couple different characters in the Hills Have Eyes remakes, and just been in a ton of other films. So, yeah, pretty interesting to see him in a role where he really talks a lot and has a lot to do with the film. So he plays Fred Williamson's pretty much right-hand man, Kevin, in this, and even is responsible for some of the better lines in here, some good one-liners, including scenes such as this.
Every athlete, college and pro, is shooting this stuff like it was bat juice.
Bat juice? What the hell are you talking about?
Bat juice. Like what Batman drinks for his superpowers.
Hey, Batman didn't have no superpowers, moron. He didn't drink no bat juice. You must be thinking about Popeye and his spinach. What do you keep wearing that stuff around here for? I told you, this ain't no Chippendales.
Yeah, so, yeah, it was just weird seeing him in that kind of role. I've never seen him in anything other than Hills Have Eyes and, like I said, Super Freddy and stuff like that. Just such a big hulking guy and just kind of funny as well. So, anyways, Whatever It Takes from 1998. This is kind of one of those movies I would have grown up watching on like HBO or something, you know, late at night or whatever. Pretty much the quintessential 90s action crime type movie. You have Andrew Dice Clay and Don the Dragon Wilson play Neil and Dave, 2 undercover DEA agents trying to stop the distribution of some illegal steroids being distributed by Fred Williamson's character, Polly. He runs this organization that's, you know, responsible for a lot of the illegal steroids or growth hormones, have you. So we start this film out with Neil and Dave, again, Andrew Dice Clay and Don Wilson's characters. They're undercover on another job at the beginning of this, which really goes sideways, involving a young girl, and Neil takes this pretty much to heart, thinks it's his fault that things went the way that they did, kind of has a downfall, turns to drinking, all that kind of stuff. Then they're presented this opportunity to go undercover and stop Fred Williamson's character and his group from distributing the steroids, and they finally take that job and start to infiltrate their group, their organization, and everything. Don Wilson's character, Neil, he is the main one that goes undercover and joins the organization, and you get a lot of back and forth between him and Fred Williamson's character. You also have the character of Sonny. He calls Fred Williamson's character Uncle. Not really sure what the whole backstory there is. Something about he promised his dad to take care of him or something, but he's always like fucking up, screwing up, and every time he does, he loses a piece of his body, like a finger or whatever have you, and by the end of the movie he's missing all of these different appendages and everything. So that was another like kind of comedic side of this as well. So yeah, Neil's you know, in the organization and trying to get on good terms with Polly and everything, and trying to take this organization down. During this as well, you have a love interest in here with the character of Marla, between her and Neil, who he meets at a gym as he's trying to, again, get deeper inside the organization and everything, and try to get some tips and everything on the steroid distribution and everything. So you have like this love story, this little side story between them two. That's the only time this movie ever really drags. Other than that, this stays pretty fast paced. You have scenes with them like going out to eat and things like that. That kind of throws the movie off track just a little bit, but it doesn't take away from it a whole lot. Still plenty of action going on, plenty of explosions, cheesy, 90s effects and everything. So yeah, Don Wilson is the main character of this. I mean, Andrew Dice Clay is his partner, and he's not in as many scenes as Don Wilson is, but the scenes that he is in is definitely the ones with the most cussing and things like that between him and these other detectives that they're working with.
Hey, stick the book up your ass. What is this, Barney Fife goes undercover?
Maybe you boys would like to curl up in a blanket and dream about a big shootout. Me and Pope will continue the boring surveillance, which actually makes cases and sends some people to jail.
By the time you guys moved, I'll have to wheel Paulie out of his retirement home to stand trial.
You're right. Why don't we all four just dress up in costumes and go over there and kick the shit out of Kevin? And then do the same thing to Paulie. How's that sound, Cape Crusader? Or better yet, why don't we forget the costumes and I just come over there and kick the shit out of you?
You're just jealous I didn't offer you a drink!
Oh, fuck.
To try to take out this organization, and by the end of it, they're pretty much all four working together to try to take them out. You have a big climax between Polly and Neil, Fred Williams' character and Don Wilson's character, and pretty interesting too that a lot of these guys did their own stunts and everything in this movie, which was pretty cool. And you also get a lot of bodybuilders and things like that in here, Michael Bailey Smith being the main one, again as a character of Kevin, who has a great scene in here where he's wrestling and has the little eye makeup on and all that, and that scene's pretty over the top. And yeah, I'll let you see for yourselves. So yeah, you guys kind of get the idea of the kind of movie that this is. Again, lots of cheesy action. The dialogue is not great for the most part, but I think all the actors did pretty good for what they were given to work with, especially Fred Williamson. I think he did great as the villain, as Polly. Of course, been in tons of movies, and the one thing I always recognize him from is from Dusk Till Dawn. Love him in that, love that movie, so it was really cool to see him in something else. I know he's been in a ton of film. That was the first thing that popped into my mind, was from Dusk Till Dawn for whatever reason. But yeah, just a great 90s action, crime, kind of drama, all thrown in together. If you guys love cheesy action movies from the 90s, I think you guys are really going to enjoy this one. I definitely had a great time with this. And you do get features on here as well, along with this awesome slipcover. It's super shiny on the silver part on this side, and love this newly commissioned artwork. This actually shines a little bit. I know you guys can't tell in the light. Of course, the bottom loading VSAs. I did get number 2319 out of 5,000. So I always get high numbers on these. Of course, you do get your poster in here like usual, and your reverse art. This is the same art as the other side of the slip box. But on here you get 2 interviews. Not a whole lot of features on here, but you get Going for Control, brand new interview with actor Don the Dragon Wilson. Of course, talks about how he became involved with this film and kind of knowing everyone involved with this, knowing the writer of it and everything, and that the writer actually was an aspiring actor and has a scene in here as well, and talks about how he became a producer, was kind of talked into being a producer by Roger Corman, saying, hey, if you throw your name on there, you have creative control, and talks about how none of his films have lost money, things like that. Just kind of talks about his career. Started out as a black belt in Kung Fu, and got into the movie industry and everything. So pretty interesting interview. Runs about 17 minutes, along with I Am a Classic, brand new interview with actor Fred Williamson. Also another one that runs about 17 minutes. It's about his career as a football player and everything, and why he decided to join the movie industry, and how this movie is still relevant today because performance enhancement drugs, steroids, and things are still being used today in sports and bodybuilding and everything like that, and that this is pretty much the only kind of movie that really focuses on that topic. He also talks about how he's 83 years old and doesn't look like it or act like it, and he definitely doesn't look 83 years old. So in damn good shape for being that age for sure. And he definitely is a classic. Been in tons and tons of film, and having that football career, and he had a degree in like architecture and all that. So very smart guy, and very, very cool person. So yeah, gonna make this review really short for whatever it takes. There's not a whole lot to the story on this. I mean, they're just undercover agents trying to stop the distribution of this performance enhancement drug. I mean, I think the chemistry between Andrew Dice Clay and Don the Dragon Wilson was pretty good in this. I've never really been the biggest fan of Andrew Dice Clay, to be honest. I know a lot of people are, but to me, he gets a little bit annoying. But I'm probably in the minority on that. But is what it is. Fred Williamson's just awesome. Don Wilson, he's more of a martial artist than an actor, I feel, but the acting's not too bad from him. And you really care about these characters in this movie as well, which is always a plus. And again, just seeing Michael Bailey Smith as this roided out kind of punk with some of the better lines in the movie was pretty cool to see as well. So I really enjoyed this one. I recommend picking this one up, guys. Definitely one of the better VSAs I've seen so far. Granted, I haven't watched a whole lot of them. I still got a lot to get through, but really enjoyed this one. Again, VSA number 16, whatever it takes, man, from 1998. Very high recommend on this one. I gave it 3 stars on Letterboxd because it's not by any means an Oscar worthy film, but I just had a great time with it. And anytime a movie just takes me out of real life for a little bit and I can just enjoy an hour and a half of film and just escape, then it's definitely served its purpose and just very entertained the whole entire length of the film. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of Whatever It Takes down in the comments, and I will catch you guys next time. As always, peace, love, happiness to all of you. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.
You want a taste?
Hell no. I heard it makes your dick fall off.
You better watch out, little man, because that's bullshit.